Hey, what's up, collective? I was like, let's just go ahead and do another random reading. I said, but let's do a different collective this time. Okay. It's kind of funny that we're getting this message again. It feels like the same collective, but not really. So the first one is you are enough. So maybe you're feeling like you're not enough. Hold on. I see somebody like jumping back and forth, and honestly I see like a Two of Pentacles here, like, you know how in the tarot deck it's like working in tandem, but the idea of it is that you're going back and forth on your worthiness about something, and this is here to tell you, like, you are enough. You are enough. There's no reason for you to feel like you're not. I mean, that statement is coming from source, right? So it's like, there's no reason for you to feel like you're not enough, because you are. But I understand why you would be going back and forth as to why you're not enough, right? I'm asking what can I tell them to move through this? Jot it down, they said. Jot it down. Oh, like a pros and cons list, but in the sense of, it's like, oh, okay, so you're gonna do limiting beliefs list. Okay, so when you hear the voices that are telling you that you're not enough, like, write down the belief, what the voice says, and then say, oh, that's because I saw that video. Okay, so there's a video that I saw about a man that's talking about how this is how you, like, destroy the limiting beliefs that you're having and how you reframe your mind. So you're gonna make a list. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of stuff and I'm trying to, like, say it good. So you're gonna make a list. You're gonna write the things that are telling you you're not enough, and then at the end of each one, how does it? So if you're thinking that you're not enough because okay, hold on. I've worked through so many limiting beliefs, and I don't know why it's so hard for me to explain this right now. Okay, so one example is, I feel like I'm not enough to handle this situation because, and then you write down the answer, but then just underneath that, you either try to pull a memory of something that you actually have done, something that's similar, or you kind of like, you look at it, okay, but just because of this doesn't mean that, and then you give yourself another reason to oppose that limiting belief, if that makes sense. I don't know if this is making sense. I know it's a lot. It's interesting. I'm like starting to feel really like tired. Energetic boundaries. So you're feeling really exhausted, really like like kaput, done. Because you're putting all this energy into things that you're putting your energy into all of these things, other things, and you're not facing this. So you do expend a lot of energy trying to cover up or feel good when you don't feel good. It's I don't even know why I can't even talk right now. Oh my gosh. It takes a lot of energy to be something that you're not. It takes a lot of energy to be something that you're not, to pretend to be something that you're not. And what I just saw is somebody feeling sad, somebody feeling upset, somebody feeling confused or something, and then they're pretending as if that is not what they're actually doing, so they're shoving it. It's like I see somebody, it's like this the image I'm getting is like somebody in their head, but I can see what's going on in their head, and it's like the emotion is coming up and this is their inner self, and then the emotion comes up and then they're just like, nah, that's not really happening. So then this is going to keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back. And just think about all the times that it comes back and you keep doing this, right? You keep doing this. And then what you could just be doing is just be like, okay, let me hold you. What is going on? Let me feel you. What do you need right now? Why are you trying to get my attention? And then once you do that, it's gone. And then you're back to being here, right? And it allows for whatever else that needs to come up and do the same thing. Now, if there's like multiple of these, and then you're just doing this, you know, like you're dodging it. You're trying to like not. You're literally trying to like push it away, like all of it. Sorry. Excuse my ramen spot filled shirt. I eat like a toddler. But it's, yeah, I had that image of like somebody just, you know, like pushing this shit out of the way, and then it's like if you just took the time. This is why all these readings have been about taking the time to sit with yourself and acknowledge it and just holding it. And then after you're done holding it, you just let it go. You let it go. Listen, I understand if you don't know how to do that kind of thing. That's very common. So my suggestion would be to look up shadow work prompts. And because I feel like you're like the very logical kind, doing prompts I think is going to be really good for you, simply because the prompts allow you to ask questions of yourself to move that stuff out of the way. Okay, so normally when like I do shadow work with people and myself, I will ask questions, but the second thing that I do is ask who it's coming from. So is it from your inner child? Is it from your inner teenager? Is it something that you picked up while you were in the womb that's not yours? Is it something that's coming from a different lifetime? Is it something that was passed down from your ancestors, you know? So like one of those like cycles, you know. It doesn't even have to be like karmic. It could just be like a cycle that has just been continuing, like stuff that your parents couldn't work through that now you decided to work through in this lifetime. There's so many different things that it could be, you know, like and this is not to like scare you or anything like that. This is just to kind of like open up your world a little bit. Let's see. The last card was, you have always been the way to where you are. Honor that. Yeah, literally. Like you are the only person, you are the only path, you are the only true compass in your life. And by ignoring all of this and looking at all of this for guidance instead, it's going to keep you in a place where you're just expending all of this energy that you don't need to be expending. And that's what makes you tired. And that's why you're supposed to have energetic boundaries, even with these things. Because with emotions, when they come up, you can absolutely have boundaries with your own emotions. So if it's like an inner child that's like incessantly like talking about, oh, I want this, 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 right? So you would sit down with that inner child and then you'd say, okay, I understand that this is what you want right now. You ask, why do you want it? Ask yourself, why do you want that, right? And then your inner child will give you an answer, and then you can go from there. You know, sometimes they just want to be seen, they just want to be heard, they just want to be, you know, like held, or they just sometimes, which is really cool, sometimes they even come with messages for you, where I've experienced that, where their inner child actually did healing for their present self. So that was really, really cool to witness, and I experienced it myself, where my inner child did some healing for me, and it was really cool, you know. Missing more cards. But like, you are enough. Like, you don't, if you keep like pushing this stuff away. But I just want you to like think about what it means for you to feel like enough. What is your definition of enough, right? Are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Are you content? And then take that and then apply it to the stuff going on right now. Yeah, that's really good. That was from guides. I feel like that was your guides, actually. So that's really cool. Thank you, guides. Mueve el esqueleto. Mueve el esqueleto. That means move your body. Move your body. Not in like, me when I did this, it was more for like dancing. Is more for like dancing, for like doing like intentional things to get connected to your body again. That's what that is. So if you are not the type that dances, do it by yourself. Do it by yourself. Play something that really, really like gets your blood flowing, and then move your body to it. That is going to help a lot. They're showing me again. So before I pull this card, I saw somebody that's like, they're like, they have like a magnifying glass, and like, you know how it used to be like where, for at least for me, that's the icon is for, it's like searching, right? You're searching, you're doing research, you're trying to figure out, you're like, I see somebody like rummaging through like stuff, like paperwork or like books, textbooks, like knowledge. You're like, fuck, what is this? Help me out, guys. You're sifting through the knowledge. Yeah, you're sifting through the knowledge to try to see what it is that is resonating with you right now, even though you understand that it doesn't make sense. Because you heeded the last message about, like, where you have to, that you have to do at least that inspired action, where it's like, even if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't. And that is a really weird way of putting it, like that. Like, it doesn't make sense to you consciously, but subconsciously, this is what is pulling to you. This is what is being drawn to you, because you're already on that path of sifting through this knowledge to gain greater clarity, to gain wisdom. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you're doing really good. That's really good. Yeah. Oh, bunch of cards. Okay. Yeah, see? Like, keep trusting your intuition with this, because this is your intuition guiding you. That's why I feel so magnetic, because it's your intuition guiding you, and you're doing so good. Oh my God. That makes me super happy. I love that. Oh, I just see somebody like lighting up, like, oh yes, like, good job. Yeah, good job, man. Like, fuck yeah. I love that. I love seeing people win. Rest and recharge, baby girl. Um, so yeah, like hold on. Okay, so don't go doom researching. If that makes sense. Like, don't go on these huge deep dives where you start to like feel like it's another load, okay? Because it's good to to um to want to go into these deep dives, but trust your intuition on when to take rest. Trust your intuition on when to take rest, because you're going to need rest. Like, just like what I'm hearing is the integration process. So you learn something new, you get a realization, and you have to give yourself that little bit of time for it to integrate so that it can reflect in your reality. Okay, so this is how it's done with shadow work too. Like, if you do shadow work, you're gonna have to give yourself some time, some integration time. Sorry, you have to give yourself some integration time so that it can process subconsciously, so that it can eventually reflect in your reality. Does that make sense? um, Use discernment, obviously. You gotta know when to um, trust your intuition. And when you're doing this like research stuff, I know it's a little bit hard for you to feel what it is that you're feeling, but I feel, oh, okay, so you feel it in your chest is what I saw. Your chest is significant. You definitely feel it in your heart. When something is like, yes, you feel it in your heart. So you have a very heart-centered energy. Cool. Mine too. So yeah, so use your discernment, and using your heart while you're doing this research is going to help you figure out what is for you and what isn't at the time. And hey, I just heard, tell them to bookmark. So bookmark, save this stuff. I have so many pages on my phone of like different things that I found, like articles, podcasts, I said articles already. Just like stuff like that on the internet that I found throughout the years and that I saved, because deep down I know that the reason why I saved it was because it was going to help future me, which is present me now. And it has. I've actually looked back on a lot of the things that I've saved, and I've been so grateful to myself for it, for keeping it for later. And it makes so much sense as to why they're telling you, again, to use your discernment and to bookmark it so that you can always come back to it, because it's really, really good. Like, not everything is going to make sense right then and there. It's going to take some time. It's like, I remember I was speaking to somebody about the Four Agreements book, and I had asked them if they were reading it, and they were like, yeah, it's interesting so far. And I was like, oh, cool. Like I experienced the book 2 times, you know, like I read it the first time, hard copy, and then I listened to it the second time. And this was like a year apart. I think it was almost 2 years of the time difference. And it still hit, you know, like a lot of the parts in that book didn't make sense at the time when I first read it, but it made sense when I listened to it the second time. So that was really, really cool. And the last one is just do it. You're already doing fucking amazing by trusting your intuition and listening to your heart, leading with your heart. Super proud of you. Love that for you. But yeah, God, you're doing so good. I love it. I'm so glad that this wasn't like the other readings where I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. You know, like I was like, I really wanted to be a different type of reading today. So I'm super, super glad that it was like this. But I mean, you're doing amazing, and it's obviously reflecting here because I'm tapping into your energy. But I love it. You're doing awesome. They said pull a picture card. I call these picture cards because they have really cute pictures. the way that I see things in my mind is very interesting to me. Yeah. Where's the picture card? No? Sunflowers have been really significant lately. Yeah. So endings. Number 11. 11 is a master builder number. So you're creating right now. And this is what doing all of this here is allowing you to do. You're ending cycles. You're ending old patterns. You're ending the self-sabotage. You're ending the continuous loops that you have in your head, and you're putting all that to rest finally with that skull here. You're putting it to rest, and you're building. Yeah. I say 11 is right here. Yeah, 11 is a really good number. So you're doing a great fucking job. Let me just tell you, like, you're doing really, really good. But as for the sunflowers, sunflowers and the sun, I don't know. That has been coming up a lot. The sunflowers, because of their strength. The sunflowers because of their strength. And the sun because that's your type of energy. Or the sun governs your type of energy. So, zodiac, I guess. Whatever zodiac falls under the sun, or you may have a very strong sun sign. I don't know much about that stuff, so I'm trying to really feel into this and what this means. No, I'm not getting anything, so I'm just supposed to mention that, I guess. Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys. Bye.